No, I've been calling you guys because I've been having issues with a couple of tenants where I live at.
Okay. Where do you live?
In the village.
Okay.
And
Do you manage it?
If I lived there, I wouldn't. If I managed it, I wouldn't be living in the village.
Well, I don't understand, because you're saying you're having problems with a couple of tenants.
Yeah, a couple of tenants that live there. I live there as well.
I got you. Okay, go ahead.
So I called. Well, this has been going on since Langley and Jones was managing that
All right, I'm not.
complex.
Yeah, I don't keep track. I'm the police chief here, so I don't keep track of.
Okay, sorry about that.
No.
Chief.
Go ahead.
But anyway, I call and your officers come out, and it seemed like, I'm calling to try to resolve the issue,
Yeah.
and it seemed like they have a problem with me calling you guys. You know what I'm saying? I've had a couple of your officers suggest maybe I move, which I'm not gonna do. So, what's your policies on officers suggesting people's movements? I mean, none of your officers pay my bills, so.
Well, that's kind of a loaded question you're asking me. I don't know all the circumstances.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because I went to the office. I want to know a little bit about the villager. I moved out there in February. I'm asking them, like, were there any kind of issues, criminal issues, or anything like that in the past before I moved out there?
Right.
Dealing with these people, so I know what kind of situation I'm living in.
Sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're not gonna. I didn't think to ask that when I moved out here.
Sit down. Have a seat. Go ahead. Yeah. So go ahead. What's that got to do with? I don't understand though.
My
That's
whole
something
thing
you asked
is
the villager.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I'm asking y'all too because, you guys.
It's a location for a number of different calls for service.
Yeah, it's
Seems
like
they're-
you guys deal with the community in Brockport, and I'm not. I mean, I lived out here when I was younger.
Yeah.
And went to high school and played football for
Okay.
Brockport, but other than that, I only lived out here that 1 year when I went to school, and I'm not too familiar with Brockport. I know my way around, but
Yeah.
I
Where do you
don't-
work, sir?
I go to school.
Okay, where do you go to school? You can't just tell me that?
Sony Empire State College.
That's all you had to say.
I'm showing you the paper.
Did I ask you? Okay. I don't know if you have an issue with me or what, but I mean, it's like, I ask you if you work, you say you go to school, I say where, thinking maybe it's Brockport, you pull out a piece of paper that shows me SUNY or Empire State College. Do you want to have I don't understand why he would do that, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm getting at is there appears to be, at this location, low-income individuals that reside there. That in and of itself doesn't create a problem, but sometimes some of the people that do reside there are frankly problematic. We've had issues there in the past with people overdosing, with drug use, such like that. So that
Exactly, and sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. That's something that I'm not aware of. I wasn't aware of.
We don't typically publicize that.
Okay.
Why would we publicize?
No,
That's not
you're
our
not,
business
because
to publicize.
that's how they make their money. So of course they're
Sure.
not gonna.
Well, yeah,
say
you
that
go
kind
there
of
and ask
stuff.
them what kind of a place it is like, me asking you if you're a nice guy. Of course you're going to say you're a nice guy, and I'm sure you are.
No, I'm not gonna say that I'm a nice guy.
Well, now, I haven't met too many
Because
people.
first
that
of
don't.
all, you don't know me, so how would you know if I'm a nice guy or not? I'm not just
I'm
gonna.
using it as an example.
I understand what you're saying.
So going back to what your question
mean,
is, I think what my officers might be doing is, I don't know what you've called for in the past, but let's say you call for, loud music. Suppose you call for a number of different issues that my officers know that are probably going to be continuing to occur at this location. They may say to you, if you have all these issues, you may want to consider moving. That's not something you have to do. Certainly not something that you should do. but it might be the way the officers are viewing it as trying to find peace for you,
Okay.
right?
I guess.
That's all I can, without knowing the specifics of what you're talking about. I can't say my officers were right or wrong. Look, if you're telling me that you know there's people dealing drugs next door, let's just say for instance,
Sure.
and my officers say, well, then you should move. I'm not gonna agree with that line of thinking of my officers. I think that's not an appropriate answer.
If your officers told me that, I would definitely consider moving.
But I wouldn't think my
And,
officers should tell you that.
And
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what my officers should say.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Our job is not to tell people to move if there's a problem. Our job is to enforce the law and rectify the problems. But without knowing specifically what your complaints in the past have been, and I presume your complaint now is that the officers are telling you to move, right? Is that why you came here today?
My whole thing is I'm in school. I'm trying to better myself.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know the other tenants.
Right.
You know, I've never seen them until I moved out to Brockport.
Yeah. How long have you said you've been there for?
I moved in February.
So almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know them. I don't know anything about them but what I see. Yeah, if I live next door to a drug dealer, I would want to move. Are you trying to tell me something? Is it possible that the guy that lives next door to me sells drugs or
how
something?
would I know? I have no clue where you live.
Okay. I'm just trying to reiterate what you're saying. So
No, what I'm saying is if you called because you have witnessed drug deals or believe your next door neighbor is a drug dealer, and my officers said one of the ways to resolve this is for you to move, then I would say that that's not an appropriate response of my officer.
okay.
Okay, our job is to rectify the problem if we can. So what have you called? How many times have you called us in the last couple of
Jesus.
months?
A number of times. I couldn't even, at least over 7 times.
In the last couple of months alone?
Yeah.
And what has been some of the reasons you've
The
called?
reason I'm calling is because it's a noise ordinance
Is
issue.
it the same reason over and over?
Yeah, the
Same
dude is being a
situation?
nuisance. He's banging on the wall, and then when you guys come out, he's saying that he's not doing it. And
Do you ever think of recording of that?
I got a recording of it. Actually, let me stop and let you hear this.